Well, hello there, YouTube. This is Be the Rider out here for another nice afternoon of riding with my friends. When you ride through town and you have multiple lights with groups, how do you do that? Well, small groups like this, it's relatively easy to get through those lights. When you ride in a group of 20, 25 riders, not so easy. A good practice is the guy who's leading, one, knows what he's doing. Two is when you run through a town, when you clear all the lights, with communications, it's a lot easier. You can talk back and say, hey, well, is everybody there? And you can go, yeah, okay, we're good. But if you can't do that, when you get to the last light, the first bike stops, he pulls off up a little bit, and he watches for everybody to catch up and make sure that everybody made the lights. You really have to pay attention as a leader what the status is everybody is behind you when you go through the lights. Because some people get a little frustrated and a little upset if they get lost or left behind. But it could be their fault too, because you have to keep a good distance. I mean, you're in town, there's no need to be spread out by 20 miles. You need to be close to the guy that's in front of you and pay attention to what he's doing, so that you can stay close enough so when the light's green that you all can get through it. If you start getting 5, 6 bikes back, you're going to run a bigger chance of getting separated because the guy's going to stop. Now, I tend to say in big group rides that are charity events and so forth, usually somebody roadblocks, and everybody keeps going through. Well, really you're not allowed to do that, and everybody knows you're not allowed to do that. Depending on the state you're in, some say they're going to pass a law that bike groups are treated like funerals. But if it hasn't happened in your state, you still need to get through these rides, through these sections. So, just pass through a small town. We've made every light. Now we got this one red light up ahead of us. So, the first bike's going to be going, well, I got to slow down. One, it's not going to turn by the time he gets there. But he's not going to stop completely. Maybe, yep, he had to stop. So, but just for a second, and he's still moving. So, that means the rest of us should pass through the light. If there was probably 8, 9 bikes, we'd have made it through. This many, that's no problem. But that's something to think about when on your group rides, you're riding groups, getting through lights. If you're leading the ride, to remember there's so many bikes behind you, and depending on their skill, as always, we'll make a variance on how much you get through lights. And then don't leave that last guy behind, because he might not make the light. So you have to constantly pay attention to what's behind you. I learned when I lead, learn to recognize the headlights or the color of the bike that's behind me, so I know if he's caught up or not, so whether I can proceed or not, so that everybody stays together and you don't get too much distance there, so everybody can get through the system. So that was a quick one. Thanks a lot, and we're going to keep on riding today here and enjoy some more of this fine weather we're having. Getting along the river now. Nice, well, I don't say much great views, but yeah, factories, water. There you go. At least the trees are green. It's getting pretty that way. So, other than that, thanks for watching. Please subscribe and try to give you more content as the day goes on. Learn things each day.